Greetings, new employee! We here at Deep Rock Galactic are thrilled to welcome you to the premier space mining operation on Hox's 4. Through our scrutinous hiring protocols, you have been selected for deployment to DRG due to your excellent work ethic, commendable team spirit, and a willingness to plunge into terrifying caves that anyone with even an ounce of sensibility wouldn't dare. Before you begin in earnest, however, management requires us to show these worker training videos as part of recent efforts to reduce the excessive number of workplace fatalities. This series of videos assumes you have completed the introductory training course upon initial startup. However, if you were sick that day or didn't complete it for whatever reason, you can access the tutorial by using this terminal here. This first video covers the Space Rig, where you will be living as an employee of DRG. The Space Rig includes all of the comforts of home, if home is a high school locker room. There are a number of facilities and utilities at your disposal, and it is imperative that you understand how to best make use of them. First, we shall discuss your quarters. Your quarters are where you always begin each day, naturally. You could perform two important tasks here: selecting your role and checking your KPI, or Key Performance Indicators. First is the role selection. Using this terminal, you can choose what kind of job you'd like to perform. As of now, DRG offers 4 positions, each with their own capabilities and responsibilities. The first role is the Driller, perfect for those with anger management issues. The Driller excels at burrowing through dirt, rock, crystal, and alien skulls with the use of their dual titanium power drills and deployable satchel charges. They also lay down impressive crowd control with their CRISPR flamethrower. Next is the Engineer, for those who prefer a little mind over matter. Engineers seek to fortify the caves through the use of the platform gun, which fires platforms that can support even the heftiest of dwarves. There's also the LMG platform, or Sentry, which is a portable, auto-firing turret that can lay down a blistering hail of support fire, provided you keep it well fed with bullets. Then there's the Gunner, for those who enjoy all the grace and subtlety of an exploding cement mixer. Using a minigun, the Gunner sprays death and dismemberment at any ugly beast unfortunate enough to exist in the Gunner's general vicinity. They also deploy various supportive tools, such as the shield generator and zip lines, to make the mining experience safer and easier for their comrades. Finally, there's the Scout, perfect for employees who put too much sugar in their coffee. The Scout can explore the caves at breakneck speeds using their self-propelling grappling gun, and can brighten any dwarf's day by lighting up the caves with their flare gun. Each role will have its own explanatory video later in this series, but that covers the basics. You can freely switch between classes between missions, so experiment and see what works best for you. Second is the KPI terminal. This terminal shows your KPI, or Key Performance Indicators, which track various statistics, such as how many enemies you've killed, how many minerals you've mined, and more. The KPI terminal also lets you view your milestones and perks. After completing certain tasks a specified number of times, you'll finish a milestone and earn perk points, which can be spent on perks. Perks are small benefits that will improve your capabilities in various ways, such as being able to sprint faster. Do note that you will have to purchase a certain number of perks in each tier before you can unlock the next one, as shown by the arrows between tiers. Once you've bought a perk, you can equip it from the equipment terminal, which will be explained later. Be sure to check into the KPI terminal every once in a while to remind yourself that despite all evidence to the contrary, you don't completely suck at this. You may have noticed that there are not 2 terminals here, but 3! The third one is for joining another player's game. This will be discussed later, so don't you worry. After you've chosen your class and finished admiring how mediocre you are, exit your quarters to enter the central area. This is where the most important terminals are located, and you will likely use all of them frequently. We'll start at one end and work our way down. First is the Drone Modification Terminal. This is where you can upgrade and modify your support drone, referred to by the miners as Bosco. Bosco was designed for solo mining operations and intended to be a substitute, not a replacement, for fellow employees. Buying upgrades will cost credits and minerals, which are earned by completing missions and finding them in the cave systems. You can only equip 1 upgrade per row, however, and you will need to level up to access the later rows. But you can switch between any upgrade in any row freely, as long as you've purchased them. Next is the Mineral Trade Terminal. Here you can spend your credits to purchase minerals or sell minerals for credits. Do be aware, though, that the mineral trade's pricing schemes are designed to maximize DRG's profit and not your own, so it's generally advised that you only use this terminal if you're desperate for more minerals or credits. This terminal is reserved only for miners who complete the proper assignments to unlock it, however. Assignments will be discussed later in this video. Up next is the Equipment Terminal. This is where you can upgrade your gear to provide all sorts of additional benefits for you and your coworkers down in the caves. You can also equip perks and change your weapons, once you've unlocked some, of course. Upgrading your gear will cost you minerals and credits, plus you'll need to reach certain character levels to unlock each line of upgrades, so bear that in mind. You may only have one upgrade chosen per line, but once you've bought an upgrade, you can toggle it on and off, or switch to a different upgrade in the same row freely. Your upgrades will help you significantly in your expeditions, so be sure to upgrade wisely. There are no refunds at DRG, you know. It was in your contract. You can also change classes from the Equipment Terminal without having to go back to your quarters. It's the pinnacle of convenience. Then there's the Accessory Shop. If you feel like spending your hard-earned credits and minerals on cosmetics that no one will be able to see in the pitch black of the caves, you're in the right place. You can buy a variety of things, from new hats and armor to facial hair and skin colors. We have no idea how it's possible to monetize things like hair and skin color. All we know is that we did, and the bean counters are pleased. None of these cosmetics will help you on the job or when you and your friends are being slowly eaten alive, but you know what? It makes you look damn good. And sometimes, that's all you need. You can also change classes here too, because showing off your impeccable fashion sense isn't just your choice, it's your duty. After that is the Employee Wardrobe. Here is where you can change your appearance after purchasing your accessories. While you can choose to equip something as soon as you buy it from the accessory shop, this is where you'll need to go if you want a different look. You can also change classes here as well, because having a dedicated terminal for changing classes, as well as 2 other terminals offering such a service, clearly wasn't enough. Now this is the Assignment Board. Assignments are a series of challenges that employees can accept to gain additional benefits, such as additional functionality and options, to brand new weapons and more. There's even a weekly assignment for the truly dedicated, but you'll need a certain mining rank, as shown by the blue circle in the top right, before you can access them. Assignments are your means of rising through the ranks and receiving additional benefits, so give it all you've got, and be sure to check back occasionally. You have nothing to lose, except possibly your life, but hey, you got that for free. And finally, there's the Mission Terminal. This is where you'll access all the available missions DRG needs to have done. The Mission Terminal is the most important terminal available, so it will be discussed in greater detail later on in this training series. This concludes the tour of the central area, but there's more to the space rig than just a bunch of monitors. The Abyss Bar is where dwarves come to unwind, regale others with tales of daring adventures, both past and present, and ring up an embarrassingly large bar tab that shows you've clearly hit rock bottom. The Abyss Bar itself has a modest but popular selection of booze for sale, some of which can provide powerful benefits to you during an operation. The Power Brew, as some miners call it, changes every 30 minutes, so be sure to check in before work to see what's on tap. The others just get you drunk, which could be seen as a benefit in of itself. Be forewarned though, while dwarves are particularly resistant when it comes to alcohol and getting drunk, they're not invincible. Drinking too much will cause you to pass out, and bring shame to your entire family. So please drink responsibly. There's also a jukebox. Simply insert 2 credits and a random song will play. It's sure to lighten the mood of even the dourest dwarf. Be warned though, management has surveillance around the space rig. They'll be able to see you dancing, and they're particularly harsh judges. There's even a fun little game where you try and kick barrels into the hoop to score points. You don't get anything for doing it, but it's fun. Just don't actually jump into the flaming ring. It will kill you, and likely be posted on the internet within a few minutes afterward, so don't let your obituary picture be you disintegrating into a pile of ash. It's not photogenic. Trust me. There are additional things to do on the 2nd and 3rd floors, which you can reach by taking the various lifts around the space rig. I'll leave what's up there for you to find out. Can't spell everything out for you, miner. Congratulations! Your ability to walk short distances and push buttons has proven your readiness for active operations. However, before you can jump down a deep dark hole, you'll need to choose which hole you want to dive into. That's where the Mission Terminal comes in. So be sure to stay tuned for the next installment of the Deep Rock Galactic training series, where we'll be discussing the Mission Terminal. Until then, rock and stone, miner!